What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello, my name is Kristen and today I am going to be taking you through some tips for taking your toddlers to Disney World. It's an experience all on its own. I know that if you're watching this then you're probably researching some tips to maybe take your toddler to Disney World, and I think that is so awesome. People say don't take them when they're small, but I took a 16-month-old and she is still talking about Elsa's castle, which we didn't see Elsa's castle, but we saw a castle, and all castles are Elsa's castle to this now 18-month-old. So I just want to preface this by saying that not every tip is for your child. Not every tip works for your family. Not everything I say is going to be good for your kid. Like, some of the tips that I got and some of the videos that I watched said I should do or not do things that I did or didn't do, and it made or broke my vacation. You have to gauge what is going to be best for your family on your trip, okay? I just want to say that before anybody comes for me, like, that's not gonna work, that's not how you do that. I don't care. I did it my way, you can do it your way. And all will be fine because you're at Disney World. I have my handy dandy iPad right here, and I'm just going to take you down this list that I've written down of tips for taking your toddler to Disney World. Tip number 1, bring your own snacks and your own water bottle. This is so important. Like, if you're taking a toddler, like, it should be common sense to just bring snacks and a water bottle into the parks, but some people don't know that you can bring food in, so you can definitely bring lunch in if you want. But for the girls, we brought fruit snacks, we brought goldfish, really anything that they could just sort of grab and eat themselves. It wasn't messy. We still got snacks in the parks, but for standing in line or for those times when we were just kind of standing around not really sure what to do, or just for those moments when maybe somebody doesn't want to eat their food so they're hungry 20 minutes after you're done eating. When it comes to cups, remember that insulated is best because it gets hot at Disney World. No park has lids for their cups, not even kids' cups. So just keep that in mind, and you can pour their water, their juice, their soda, whatever you're getting with your meal into that cup, so you don't have a drenched prince or princess in line for a ride and screaming their head off because they're all wet and sticky and gross. I got the Simple Modern one for Maggie and it works amazing. It honestly held ice better and longer than her Yeti, which Brightlin used. So that was a good buy, and it's at Target. Like, it's just a cute little Minnie Mouse tumbler. It didn't cost more than, I think, $13, so it's not that expensive. Run to Target, get one. You can also get them on Amazon. It was amazing, and it saved us so much time, so much of the time. Tip number 2, take breaks. If your kid is a napper, know that they're going to need a nap at that same specific time that they need it at home. Their schedules don't change because you're in Disney World. And if you know that, say, okay, so we rope drop, right? No matter how many kids we've got with us and what their ages are, we rope drop. So if you know that your kid is going to be up at 6 o'clock in the morning, by about 10:30, 11 o'clock, they're probably going to be pretty pissy and ready to take a nap. That's just how they are. So go back to the hotel. If you don't have a stroller that you think that they'll nap in, or if they're not stroller nappers, or they have to have a specific blankie and stuff like that, and you didn't bring it to the parks, go back to the hotel, take your nap, have that couple hours to like decompress and just watch a movie or something, and go back to the parks. And can I just give advice for those that maybe are going with other adults who have children, but their children do not need that? You need to keep in mind that not every child is like yours. So like Maggie, she's a stroller napper. She will nap anywhere, and that's how I trained her, and that's how I like it. If your kid needs specific things to be able to take a nap, then you need to be thinking of that when you're at Disney World also. Don't just think that their schedule, their routine changes because you put them in a different situation. So just keep it in mind, because chances are you are going to regret not just taking your child out of the situation and going back to the hotel room. 100% of the time you will regret not doing that if they are children that need to be in a quiet space to sleep. Tip number 3, if your child cannot handle sitting in a stroller for most of the day, maybe don't take them to Disney World. Maybe don't, because guess who threw her back out on park day 1 at Epcot because her 16-month-old didn't want to sit in the stroller the entire time? Me. I did that. She's not a stroller kid. Like, we just don't use the stroller a lot. I use it mainly for stores that don't have baskets, like Ulta or something like that. If we're going somewhere like the park or something like that, I'll put her in a stroller, but she's not in there day to day. If your child cannot handle sitting in the stroller at all, then maybe don't bother until they're old enough to where they don't need the stroller, because that is the most annoying thing, to have a child throwing a fit in a stroller because they don't want to be in the stroller and you're trying to walk down Main Street and like get your good pictures and stuff like that. Tip number 4, Genie Plus is worth it, guys. Basically, I watched several videos on how to work the Genie Plus system, and we got a ton of rides done because of Genie Plus. It was a game changer, especially with toddlers, because I knew that Brightland definitely wouldn't be standing in 2-hour lines. That first day at Animal Kingdom, I knew that this kid was not going to stand in a 2-hour line to ride Remy with me. She wasn't going to be able to do it. It wasn't in her wheelhouse. That's fine. Genie Plus saved us from all of that. We got on all the big ticket rides at Magic Kingdom back to back to back. And what I did, because the rule is it's 120 minutes or you have to scan in. So as we were scanning in, I was walking down the Lightning Lane booking our next Genie Plus. I used that to my advantage every single time. If I could find a Lightning Lane for the ride and we could feasibly make it to that ride, then we did that. And it was amazing. It was great. I think the longest line we waited in was 2 hours, and it was Remy. And Brightland didn't wait with us. Just me, Dave, and Maggie went to Epcot that day to ride Remy because that was a ride that I really wanted to ride. Watch some YouTube videos on how to sort of work it. If I can find the ones that I watched, then I will link them below so that you can watch them too. Tip number 5. If you are renting a stroller, please, please, please go to a place that has that stroller out on the floor so you can test it out and try it out, because I did not do that. We rented from Kingdom Strollers, and I rented the City Mini Double. Everybody's got these amazing reviews. Everybody loves it. I hated it. I hate that stroller. It's hard to fold up. It's bulky. It's just horrible. And I admit that I was going from a single stroller to a side-by-side double, but holy crap. And the more we had to fold it up, the more annoying it got to fold it up. So just go and make sure that you really are going to be able to work this stroller, that it's not going to be annoying to get on and off the buses or on and off the Skyliner or anything like that, because you have to fold it up on the Skyliner and the buses, folks. So don't think that you're gonna just drive your stroller onto the Skyliner, which I think is kind of stupid, but whatever. So my advice, if you're renting a stroller, go somewhere, test out that stroller and see if you like it. Tip number 6. Stroller fans are a good thing. I'll link the ones that we used down below. We had one for each girl, and then Dave had one for the stroller part that he was pushing. We didn't really use that one a whole lot. We hooked it to the cart when I hurt my back, but that was about it. But the girls use their fans all day. My advice would be to make sure that you shut them off when you get on a ride or go in to eat or are not actively needing them, because the battery will die and you will need them. Tip number 7. If you are like me and you want those pretty princess dress pictures in front of the castle, you need to think ahead and bring another outfit for that prince or princess to switch into when you're done with those pictures. We did a princess dress from Taylor Joelle for Maggie for in front of the castle, and it's adorable. But by lunchtime, Dave said, I think she's over this dress. Like, it's getting warmer, she's starting to sweat, and we need to change her. I had brought a t-shirt and shorts with us so that I could just change her into that and she could be comfortable and cool. And then I just stored her dress under the stroller. It was painless. You can even rent lockers at every park so that you can store in that if you're not taking a stroller. But I would definitely suggest taking an outfit for the kid to change into. The trip is just better if everybody's comfortable. Tip number 8, bring the rain cover for your stroller. And every single time you go in to eat, to ride a ride, to do anything where you're not actively outside and can watch what's going on with the weather, put that rain cover down so that when Florida decides to have a downpour while you're on a ride, you don't come out to a soaked stroller and unhappy babies because they have to then sit in the soaked stroller. Nobody wants that. That is uncomfortable. That means you're heading back to the hotel that much sooner to change out of really wet clothes, because babies, just like adults, do not like to be wet walking around a park for 75 hours. Tip number 10, don't rush it. If you don't get to see everything you want to see, it's okay. If you don't get to meet every princess you want to meet, it's okay. If you get rained out one day, it's okay. You're there to make memories with your kid. And don't think that you need to constantly be moving the entire day. It's okay if you take 15 minutes and just sit on the hubgrass and look at the castle and let your kid have a snack. It's okay. Just enjoy it and take it hour by hour. Plans change. Things come up. You miss reservations. You miss lightning lanes because you couldn't get from one side of the park to the other fast enough. It's okay. Everything is going to be okay. You're on vacation. You're at Disney World, the happiest place on earth. Just enjoy it and make those memories and take those pictures and stop for 5 minutes to do the random thing that your kid wants to do. Tip 11, take rest days. Do not think that you have to go and have a park day every single day that you're in the park. You don't have to. We do a week stay, 3 park days with Park Hopper and Genie Plus. Hollywood Studios and Magic Kingdom are our all-day parks. We plan to rope drop them and to close them. And then Animal Kingdom and Epcot are our half-day parks where we'll park hop from one to the other. You can only park hop after 2 p.m. That gives you plenty of time to do whatever you're trying to do in those parks and get to the next park and get a lightning lane. It's fine. And I'm going to tell you right now that getting to just hang out at the resort for a couple days in that week is needed. It's needed for you. It's needed for your kids. It's needed. You don't have to just constantly go, go, go. You don't have to spend every day in the parks. And if you're looking to leave the bubble, there are things to do around Orlando that maybe you didn't know were there. We took the girls to do Boggy Creek, which is something that we discovered on our solo trip in 21. They loved it. They loved seeing the alligators. They loved mining for gems. It's just something that got us out of the bubble for a little while, and it was a new adventure for them. So take your rest days. It's important. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
You had me at hello, 'cause where you go is where I go. I don't need nobody else. I got you, and you got me too. You can ride all the blue. I wanna do what you want to. We can leave and run away.